Well, it is one of the biggest speedway seasons in years at SG Equipment Paradise Valley Raceway, and we're now only days away from the Speedy Signs New Zealand Superstock Championships, followed a couple of weeks later by the New Zealand Welding School World Invitation Superstock Championships. A big double header for Rotorua across the Christmas New Year period. But before we take a look at that, we thought we'd take a look at a different angle of speedway. The females to get behind the wheel, get out on the dirt and mix it up on the speedway track. The first of the drivers we caught up with was Deborah Brocklesby in the saloons, and we asked her what got her into racing.
We were just sat at the beach track one day up at Waihi, and we went up for a look, and ever since then I asked Dad if I could have a car and haven't stopped. I've been racing since I was 11 and I'm now 19, so 7 years, and that's pretty sweet. I raced this against my dad, and yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, the family connections remain strong with superstock racer Ashton Fleming.
My family were in it to start with, and I started in mini stocks and just worked my way up to super stocks. This season I haven't finished a meeting yet, keep having problems with the car. Last season was good though, I ended up with Rookie of the Year in Rotorua.
And one of the classes where females almost outnumber the males is the youth mini stocks. For 12 to 16-year-olds, there's plenty of young girls racing in this class, and one who's doing particularly well this season is Alex Jones.
I got in because of my dad, and then I just wanted to drive. I just wanted to drive, so I just started driving.
And how's your season going?
Pretty good. I've had 2 wins, and a second and a third. Yeah, hope I can get another second next race first.
So taking a look back at our last big meeting at SG Equipment Paradise Valley Raceway, the feature event was the House of Travel series for stock cars and superstocks. Kyle Fraser was leading after the opening round in the superstocks and again maintained his advantage in a fairly strong field that included visiting South Island champion Brett Nichols, who'd made the big trek north from Nelson. In the stock cars, Damien Orr and Douglas Stanaway have been dominating the class so far this season, but finally some of the other drivers started giving them a wee bit of grief, and drivers managed to pick away some wins from Orr and Stanaway. One of those was Dale Stewart.
Oh, this is a big championship meeting, eh? Everyone wants to get the guy that's leading on points, which was Damien and Dougie Stanaway, but I don't know where I am now. I might be up there. Got a big target on my car next time.
So how are you going towards the champs? How's it looking?
I think I'll be second on points now, I think. I'm not sure.
Looking like a good chance for the champs?
Oh yeah, as long as the car goes good, yeah. Hopefully no more problems. Yeah.
So Dale mentioned he might be up there on points, and he is after the second round. He now sits in second place behind Douglas Stanaway and a couple ahead of Damien Orr. Well, we are just days away from one of the biggest speedway events in the country. It is the New Zealand Superstock Championships, this year being held at SG Equipment Paradise Valley Raceway and proudly sponsored by Speedy Signs. All of the country's top racers will be here with an entry field which is numbering in the mid to high 90s. One of the locals who's in with a big chance of winning is former New Zealand champion Kyle Fraser.
Yeah, no, it's going good. Obviously won the opening meeting and then went down to Napier. Finished second down in Napier and then won the last meeting here, so that's good. So we're top on points going into this meeting, but hopefully that hasn't given too much of a target on our car this close to New Zealand. What happens is you have, say, 6 groups, say 20 cars or something along those lines, and then only the top 26 go through. So you've got to be sort of right up there on points in the first night, and then your top 26 gives you over 3 races for the second night.
So as Kyle explained, that is pretty much how it works over 2 nights of racing. All the entrants are split across different qualifying groups. They race 3 heats each, and only the top 6 point scorers from each group advance to the finals, with another 2 found from a repechage race to find our final 26 who will race off for the New Zealand Championship. One contender is current South Island champion Brett Nichols, who travelled to Rotorua a couple of weeks back to get in a wee bit of practice, and he performed well, taking 1 win away from the locals, in fact being the top point scorer on the night. We caught up with the current South Island champ.
We're going good, eh? We've had 3 meetings back at home in Nelson, 1 in Christchurch, the opening meeting. We had a real good run in Christchurch, and the car's on the pace, we're happy. Yeah, very good, eh? First time here, and we were lucky to get a practice in from Sonia as the weather was going to turn the opposite, but it's kept them pretty good, so we had a win and a 4th, so we're happy, eh?
Palmerston North and Rotorua for years have been the hotbeds of superstock racing, and between those two clubs make up a majority of the entry field. Close to 30 local drivers are entered and just over 20 drivers from Palmerston North. So it could turn into a big P versus R battle, but that could give the opportunity for some of the other drivers from the likes of Waikato, maybe Hawke's Bay or Taranaki, Nelson, the chance to slip under the radar. Two big nights of racing, the Speedy Signs New Zealand Superstock Championships at Paradise Valley Raceway. Don't miss it. You can check out the vehicle checking as well on the day of the 27th at the Village Green at the lakefront from 10:30 till 2:30. Racing getting underway both nights at 7 o'clock. For full details about the meeting, all the previews, all the information, check it out online, the official event website superstock.co.nz.